Hey traders, welcome back. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy. Let's go ahead and hop into our technical and fundamental analysis of GBPNZD. Now, currently I am on the monthly time frame, and what you will notice is that the price is rising from 1.8862, and it is soon going to retest a previous monthly area of highs. Right now you can see it's surpassing slightly our previous area of monthly resistance. So right, our two previous monthly resistance, that area is surpassing right now, are almost matching it, but I do believe it could push a little bit higher. One thing I want you to notice is that the price action is a bit sideways from a monthly perspective. So this price action is a little bit tricky right now. So you can see this is pretty much sideways. And this sideways movement is a couple hundred pips. So if we measure even from the very bottom of the wick to the top of the resistance here, that's over 2,000 pips. But overall on this monthly, you can see that there's no dominant trend direction. It's not trending upward. It's not trending downward. It's pretty much sideways. So honestly, in these type of situations, I tend to steer away from these type of setups. But I do want to show you on the lower time frame an opportunity that I'm seeing coming together right now that you may want to consider. So once I feel that, you know what, this price action is just a little bit all over the place, then I will usually steer away from patterns like this. But let's go ahead and move down to the weekly. So now on the weekly, one of the things that you'll see is on the weekly time frame, we now have a weekly low here of 1.9233. So we are moving higher. And before this, we were holding support consistently right here at about 1.8972. So considering that we were in an impulse phase, we broke above these previous highs here at 1.9580, we came back to retest it as support, rejected off of it, pushed to the upside, sorry about that, pushed to the upside, and then came back, broke through it, and now look where the market is coming back. This was our previous weekly highs before, and the market is coming back really close to reject off of that area almost. So I'm keeping in mind of this as I'm continuing to drill down. Now, we had high impact news on GBP this morning, so their PMI news came in higher than the actual forecast, and that's what's causing GBP to be currently bullish right now. But if we look at this weekly chart, here is our best opportunity in my opinion. Okay, now will the price get there? I think it has the potential to get there very soon. So based on where it is now, this is about 135 pips to the upside. I believe that this would be a really good opportunity for a short off of the weekly time frame. And if the market does come back to retest our previous area structure that was broken, I do believe that this would be a good opportunity for a potential buy. So somewhere along here. So notice that we are breaking above and we are soon going to retest, and I can kind of see something like this happening. So an impulse, a correction, a deep correction, actually, it's kind of all over the place, and we could just push higher. So I could see something like that happening. But in the short term, I believe that our best opportunity for a short would be right about here in this zone where I have this horizontal resistance. If we move down to the daily, now you can see that price action a little bit more clear. But notice here that before we actually get here, these are our previous daily turning points. So right about here, you want to look at the wicks. Okay, now price could very well go and reject this area, and I think that it will. So I do think that you could have a trade opportunity from about 94.64 would be a good area. But if the price action were to keep pushing, I wouldn't be surprised, because this is a very strong turning point in the market, which we identified on the weekly. Okay, so I believe that you could possibly get a nice short opportunity from here. But let's say if the price keeps pushing from here, how many pips is that to our next zone? So to our next zone, that's about 140 to 50 pips or so. And if you have a smaller account, then you probably don't want to be in that much of a drawdown. If you have a large account and you're a swing trader, then you could create some really ideal opportunities for yourself with this type of setup. But right now in this scenario, what I believe will happen is that we may possibly see the price come down from about 1.9460. It will retest the previous area of structure that was broken. So somewhere along 1.9322 would possibly be a good area for a TP. And then we just may see continued growth in your next TP. So you can short here potentially, take profit along about 1.9330, and this is where you will look for maybe some type of buy opportunity with bullish confirmation. So why here? Because this previous resistance, which was a broken structure, I expect that previous resistance to now become future support. Okay, notice that in the past, it was also very strong resistance. The market provided a rejection to the downside. Now it was support all within this zone, so that's a little bit difficult to judge. But if we continue to look to the left, we can see that it was also very strong resistance. And this is an area where it was resistance again. It was support a couple times down and through the zone. So this is why I have the zone drawn wide. However, when I'm looking at the best opportunities to possibly see where I could buy, I'm looking at the turning points of where that strong resistance rejected, because I expect for these resistance areas to now become my area of support. Okay. So this is the move we want to be watching for. So I've pretty much given you an opportunity to short and also to go long. So this is on your daily time frame. So this would be the area you want to watch. So this is your, I would say, minor place right now. And I do think that this is a possibility considering how much the price has pushed up today. So if we simply just take this, we clone it, and then we bring this down to about here. So previously where it was broken, we can also take our fib retracement and we can measure from the low to the high of where it starts to reject. So let's just say we start to reject right about here. Our 50% to 618 fib would be right along here, okay, right where I have my zone drawn. So that would be a nice corrective structure. Now, again, anything can happen. So you want to make sure that you plan out your risk ahead of time. We always coach our students to risk no more than 1 to 2% of their total account balance when trading. And that works very well for our students. So work out your risk management. This is pretty much your opportunity right now. You want to see that the market will come to this level at about 1.9470 to 80, show some type of bearish confirmation, and then you will consider the short. Now, if we do not slow down in this zone and we continue to push higher, we're basically going right here to this weekly level here. Okay. So this would be your next opportunity right along this area here. But I believe in the short term, once you get this idea and you view it, I believe your opportunity is going to be right from this zone. So what I would recommend is to set an alert, and what you want to see is some type of wick rejection within this zone, and you want to look for price to do exactly what it did before. And you can set your stop loss if you trade the zone, set your stop loss away from the zone. So you want it to make sense. Let's say if you did get an entry here, I probably would set a second position somewhere along about 50 pips to the upside, because these pairs like to wick aggressively, and then I would set my stop loss away from that. Okay. But basically your opportunity right now is the correction back to the previous structure that was broken for possibly another continued move higher. Now, if you enjoyed this analysis, I want you to smash that like button for me. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you are a new or struggling trader, check out the description of this video. Learn more about our academy and all that we offer. We have an amazing community. We guide you guys every single day, dropping very valuable signals. We do not charge a monthly subscription for our signals. Our signals are only for our students who have a lifetime membership. So check out what we offer on our website. Be aware of scams out there. There are people impersonating us. We only have one Telegram, one website, and all of our links are in these YouTube videos. Any other links do not pertain to us. So I hope that you found this helpful. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with this analysis or have a different idea? And I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.